The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Wadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with another lesson. It's going to be a lesson in regards to breaking news, okay? And the brothers here at Great Millstone, starting with the elder Apostle Tahar, have been sounding that alarm, heavily as of lately in regards to this recent news I'm going to cover here in this lesson. But it, it just shows you that everything in the Bible is faithful and true. Okay. All right. Everything that's said to come to pass will come to pass. All right. You see, and the prophets have been here to give you that warning, and now it's playing out in real time in these last days. And I want to get this in the NLT real quick before we get into that, breaking news. Let's get this in the NLT real quick. All right, so here's that same verse right here, Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3 in the New Living Translation, right? It says, the vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. Man, if it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. There you go, man. You got guys out here talking about, y'all been saying that forever. Y'all been prophesying forever. Ain't nothing happened yet. Ain't nothing happened yet. All right. But now, here in these last days, everything that the men of the Lord have been prophesying is taking place. World War III, civil unrest. All right. Amongst many other things. You know what I'm saying? We prophesied of famines. Those are all going to manifest, man. All right. So y'all going to eat y'all words, man. Those of you that were out there scoffing and mocking, saying that we're just fear mongers, ain't none of that stuff ever going to happen. It's happening right now, man. And let's get into it real quick. All right. So here I have it pulled up right here. This is a video that was done by the elder Apostle Tahar. All right. His channel is What is the Mark GMS Truth. All right. Go ahead, subscribe to be edified, man. This is the elder Apostle Tahar's page right here, right? And the video that he has, it says it could happen in 2026 and other topics. All right. And we're anticipating, all hell to break loose, in this year coming up, man. We'll see. Lord knows. But we're preparing for all hell to break loose, man, very, very soon. All right. All the signs are pointing towards it, man. All right. And, we ain't playing around. Now, he mentions something very significant in this video. He mentions the 6G race. All right. You have 5G, cell phones and whatnot. Well, now they're trying to bring forth the 6G. All right. You see, the next step up. And the president, all right, has mentioned this, man. And it's actually on the White House .gov website. And I'll show you that in just a second. They're trying to lead the race in 6G technology, man. Faster speeds, you know what I'm saying, to accompany the AI technology that's taking over. All right. And this plays into what? The mark of the beast, the implantable RFID microchip. All right. I'm going to play a couple of different clips, man. All right. And everything that we said will happen is happening. So let's get into it. All right, so check this video out real quick.
Isn't here yet, but the race to build it is already heating up. In China, researchers have unveiled the world's first all-frequency 6G chip, capable of working.
You see that there? 6G chip. All right. Now, look, man, this ties right into the mark of the beast, man. which is the RFID microchip. This is what they want to implant everybody with. All right. See what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it looks like this in the picture, okay? Because they've shown different images of the technology, which is, sometimes it looks like a grain of rice, about the size of a grain of rice, as they like to describe it as. And they want to implant that into everybody, man. All right. This is their plans, but it's all described in the scriptures, man. It's showing you that we have the true book of prophecy, not these other false religions, man. Not Islam, not, Buddhism, all these other religions, man. They don't have the understanding that we have, because this is the word of the Almighty Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, the Holy Bible. Now, let's play a little bit more of this, man. But here they're mentioning the 6G chip, man. Breakthrough technology, right? You got to put the pieces together, man.
Across 0.5 to 115 gigahertz and hitting speeds over 100 gigabits per second. China's aiming to launch commercial 6G networks by 2030. Meanwhile, the United States is focused on the bigger picture: security, open standards, and fair access to spectrum. The FCC's new 6G working group is already shaping how future networks will run, from smart cities to space communication.
And they mentioned smart cities, right? This is all playing into their new world order, man. Esau is setting up the new world order, and that is a world in which you will not have any freedom. Everything will be tracked, traced, and monitored. All right. And they're going to bring it under the guise of, it being brought forth for your own security and protection. Man, look, there's so much going on right now, man, and we see it clearly, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We at the end of this hell, man. All right, it's finna get, crazy out here, though, man, because, me speaking as a man, all right, I believe they're going to, create some kind of event to take place here in the near future, all right, to put everybody in panic mode, to have them running towards this technology, man, to be begging for the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And as we warn you, all you Israelites who take this mark, all right, you for any reason accept the RFID microchip, all right, the Lord's going to destroy you, man. You've canceled your salvation. Understand that. All right. But yeah, man, let's get into it, man. There's a lot of precepts that I want to get into, man. All right. We have the truth, man. And here at Great Millstone, starting with the elder apostle Tahar on down, we've been echoing the truth for years and years and years, man. And now it's finally playing out, man. All right. But yeah, they're putting up these 6G towers and whatnot. They're going to start, implementing that 6G network, man, to run the chips on. They need faster connection speeds, man. All right. Everything will be connected, to their AI 6G grid, man.
So, while 6G might still be years away, the groundwork happening now could define who controls the next era of connectivity: China, the US, or maybe both.
Who's going to control the new world order, man? You see, because they understand that who has the control of the technology, they're going to run the world, man. All right. In their minds. You see what I'm saying? So it's a race to control the technology, man, to have the upper hand. All right. So, the US is in competition with China, you know what I'm saying? And these other nations. All right. And World War III is going to be popped off because they're going to be battling to get the upper hand, man. That's going to play into this whole thing, man. But anyway, let's continue on. All right.
The 6G race has begun, and the future of the internet is being written today. 6G isn't here yet.
All right, so there you go, man. Okay, let's get some precepts before we continue on. There's more clips I want to play for you. All right, here we have the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4 and verse 7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer." You see that right there? We're at the end, man, of this age. And the elect can see it. in their mind's eye. We have the understanding. All right. The Holy Spirit is dealing with certain men on the earth to understand what time we're in, according to the prophecies, man. We're at the end of this wicked, reign of terror of Esau, Edom, man. And it's gonna go out with a bang. It's gonna be crazy out here, man. And we're preparing ourselves spiritually. All right. Here we are, man. It could be 2026, man, where things get really popped off. You understand? That's like a few days from now. All right. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, things are ramping up, and you got to be sober minded, man, not being drunken with the cares of this life. All right. You know what I'm saying? Being overtaken by, the concerns of this society, because all this shit is temporary, man. And it's soon coming to an end. All the things that everybody else is worried about in the world is not going to matter here very shortly. The only thing that will matter is your relationship with Yahweh, or Hashem Yahweh Shai, and what you've been doing in this grace period, man, to prepare. All right. Spiritually speaking. All right. You see, it's all about the spirit, man. Building up your faith in the Lord, man. He's going to guide his elect through these times we're coming into, man. Very violent, all right? Very wild times, man, to say the least. All right? So we need to be constant in prayer, man, that Yahweh Shai shall uphold our spirits and continues to have that spirit of faith in us, man. Because that's how we're going to be saved, according to Ephesians 2 and verse 8. But let's continue on, man. Things are getting ready to change very drastically here soon, man. And we've been warned, man. All right? By Yahweh Shai. So, let's get into another clip I want to play for you. All right, fair use, fair use. This is not for monetary gain. This is for educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use. I have a clip right here, okay? And it's from DRMN News International, all right? And as you can see right here, the title says, Trump tech leaders on advancing 6G, exporting AI technology, strengthening the U.S. economy, all right? So they were having talks of, the 6G technology being implemented in AI. You know what I'm saying? That's the new frontier that these devils are bringing forth, man. All right. So let's continue on. Matter of fact, let's read a little bit of this right here. It says, President Trump emphasizes America's global leadership in science and technology, AI and 6G, highlighting the role of innovation in economic growth. He discusses deregulation, energy costs, and government modernization as key drivers for business competitiveness. Top industry leaders explain the AI stack, exporting technology, and accelerating 6G deployment. You see, when we put up these 6G towers, man, showing how the U.S. is positioned to lead the next wave of technological advancement. So that's what this is talking about. But I want to go to a key point, because they really don't start talking about it till around the 7-minute mark. Peep what they're saying, man. Check this out, man. Check this out. Start at 6:50. Okay.
AI is going not only to the data center, but to everything, to cars, to PCs, and we see now the ability to run models that you can only run AI in the data center. You can run that on a microcomputer, on a computer for Enrique, on a server, but small server on premise. So I think we're going to.
And he mentioned microcomputers, man. All right. The RFID microchip is essentially a microcomputer they want to insert into all of the population, man. As it tells you in Revelation 13, verse 16. Look, man. All things were set for an appointed time, and we're in that time. All right. So there you go. Many microcomputers. He just mentioned that. All right. The whole brain chip scenario. All right. You see what I'm saying? That's a microcomputer they want to put in people's brains under the guise of helping them with certain disabilities. All right. Paraplegics gaining, function of their limbs and, all kind of other things, man. That's what this is going into. All right. Let's continue on.
See the proliferation of AI. The other one is 6G. We had made commitment working with your administration, working with FCC. We're going to accelerate 6G. We're working to have a launch first in the world in that LA Olympics. And I think that's another opportunity for America to lead in the next wireless evolution. So thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the partnership. And we're going to be hard at work, driving that agenda.
So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how
I know you heard this slick ass. All right. See, you heard what he said. The 6G, does that give a little bit more of a view under people's skin? All right. You know what I'm saying? That makes me think of what? The subdermal implantable microchip. They want to be able to put their technology under your skin to monitor, track, and trace all your activities, man. Your financial activities, your biometric data, your whereabouts, all that, man, because they want to play God, man. All right. Essentially, they want to be like the Most High. All right. You see, this is what they're trying to bring forth, man. I'm gonna run that back too, though. Hold on. Let's play that back real quick. Check him out. Check him out.
So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how perfect it is? I like the cameras the old days. So they just had a nice feature. Now they cover every little. Let's see, Michael, you're in good shape. You're not gonna. But I tell you, it's the 6 is coming, huh?
It's coming.
Does it ever end? And what happens? You'll be into 7, right? Before 6 gets old, you'll be into 7. Anybody have anything else to say?
All right, so there you go, man. You see it, and I think he said 6. 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but anyway, that goes into Revelation 13. Matter of fact, let's get into it, man. There's no coincidence that it's 6G. All right, that's the number of Esau Edom, man. The devil. Man, the Bible is on point, man. We got it, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into that Revelation 13 before we continue on, man. Boy, this is exciting, man. So here we have the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, and this goes into the beast system, okay, which is headed by Esau Edom, all right, the so-called white race, all right, the elites of Esau. And they're going to try to cause everybody to bow down to their system, all right, and the 6G AI technology, that's all a part of that system, man. Mark of the beast is the technology that they want you to have to show your allegiance to their system, man. And the majority of people on the earth will bow the knee and take it, man. But let's get into the point right here I want to make. Here it is, already highlighted. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 15. Let's highlight that real quick. All right. Let's highlight that one too. All right. In the green, you see Revelation 13, verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, I want to emphasize this point right here. The image of the beast, all right, that's referring to what? The ways of life according to Esau Edom, you know what I'm saying? Which are really ways of death. But the whole philosophies and ideologies of their system, all right? This is what they want everybody to bow down to, man. Okay, the image of the beast is not a picture of white Jesus. All right, you got some Israelite groups out there that are bugged out that say the image of the beast is a picture of Cesare Borgia, man, or white Jesus. No, man. The image of the beast goes into the ways of life and doctrines and philosophies and ideologies put forth by Esau Edom. All right, see what I'm saying? The mindsets that go with his new world order and being a citizen of the new world order. That's what the image of the beast is. All right. And it says that those that will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't want to get down with their program, all right, then they're going to make it to the point where you're going to be put to death. And many will be, well, I'm going to say it this way. Some will be martyrs for this sake right here, man, for standing up for Yahweh Shema Shai and not bowing down to the image. All right. And it's reminiscent of what? Nebuchadnezzar. All right. You know, with the 3 Hebrew boys, man. All right. Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, otherwise known as Rashad, Meshach, and Abednego. Okay. So yeah, man, they were made to bow down to the image of Nebuchadnezzar's statue, all right, the entire population, and those men, all right, our forefathers, they didn't bow down to the image. So what? They were sentenced to death. If you know that story, man. All right, the fiery furnace, that was their punishment. But what? The Lord saved them. All right, and the Lord gonna save us out of this shit too. But let's continue on, man. They're gonna make this thing mandatory very soon now. And it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, subdermal, under the skin. This technology is going to be implantable under the skin, and many people already have this technology. We've done videos showing many clips of people that are walking around right now with this technology. Verse 17. All right, look, I mean, Salakia, and the one that goes in their forehead, that's talking about the what? The brain chip, the Neuralink. All right, you've seen clips on that, man. That's been in the news lately. Elon Musk having those brain chips being advertised more and more. All right, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he or except he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So there's going to come a point in time where you won't be able to participate in the economy. You won't be able to buy or sell without this technology, man. They're going to do away with the cash. They're already doing that now. They stopped producing pennies. All right, and many places are not accepting cash, man. A lot of places are using credit card or cell phone technology to make payments only, or biometrics. Soon it will be the RFID microchip. Those are all steps, leading towards the microchip, man. All right. Cash will be obsolete here very soon. All right. So yeah, man, this is the the technology that they're bringing forth, man. And that's the whole point of the 6G race. Now, it mentions the number of his name. All right. Verse 18, it says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right, 666. All right. See that? So you better believe that number is somehow tied in to this technology, man. 6G, that's one look at it, man. He's always putting that number 6 in a lot of his things, a lot of his speech. He uses that number. A lot of his fabricated news cast, they have that number implemented in there somewhere. But you gotta have eyes to see that. Anyway, continuing on, let's play another clip for you. So check this out. This is going into the brain computer interface, or the brain chip. We read about it in Revelation 13. All right, and check it out, man. It's right here in your face, man.
20 humans reaching their ambitious goal, as shared by DJ.
So Salaki, hold on, let's go back. All right, so yeah, here it is, the Neuralink. All right, check it out.
It out with a post from Elon and a note about a Neuralink competitor. First up, Neuralink has implanted their devices in 20 humans, reaching their ambitious goal, as shared by DJ this past summer. Our goal is at least 20 before the end of 2025.
You see that? So people are already getting this technology, man. The brain chip is already here, man. All right? The Bible is faithful and true, man. The words of Yahweh Shemi Shai are faithful and true.
The newest patients, John Noble, a veteran paratrooper and Neuralink user P18 or GB5 in the UK group, shared his experience on X, saying, on Thursday, 11 December 2025 in London, I had the Neuralink N1 brain-computer interface implanted in my motor cortex. After 12 hours in recovery, I was discharged home on Friday, 12 December 2025. With 10,000 plus people on the waiting list in America alone, I feel incredibly grateful and privileged. My surgeons championed my candidacy, and I know this is going to change my life, as well as my wife's and my family's. I'm so blessed to play a small part in helping the incredible Neuralink team pioneer this life-changing technology. Very inspiring. And with this rapid pace, Neuralink is proving their ambitions to make these devices accessible to as many people as possible, as fast as possible, while still making sure things are safe. This brings Neuralink's trials to sites across the US.
See that? They're trying to make it available to as many people as possible, and they're trying to market it to you as it being safe. Nah, man. You receive this shit in your body. All right, in your head or in your hand, you are going to be destroyed, man. You have shown your allegiance to what? The image of the beast, man. Point blank, period. All right, let's continue on with this video real quick.
Canada, UK, and soon the UAE. Doesn't it feel like just yesterday we were talking about Nolan being the one and only person with a Neuralink, and now we're seeing a rapidly growing group of users interacting with this technology daily. If you're enjoying this update episode and want to stay ahead of the curve on Neuralink, please hit that subscribe or follow button. It really helps the channel grow. Next, let's talk about Nolan Arbaugh, Neuralink's first patient who's been sharing.
You can watch the rest of that clip if you want to. All right. You see, there's the video right there. All right. So this came out December 2025. All right. Let's show you the other aspect of the mark of the beast, the one that goes in your hand. Let's get that real quick. All right. Fair use, fair use. All right. I'm not making any money off of this. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only. Check this out. Title is, I replaced my keys with an RFID implant. And I don't know who this guy is. Just a content creator, I'm assuming. But just another person promoting this technology, man. It's popping up more and more, man. It's already here. Check it.
I got microchipped, and this is how you can change your life by becoming a cyborg. You see, my whole life I've had a problem that causes me an inordinate amount of stress, and that is keys. It sounds silly, but the feeling of rushing out the door, driving all the way to work before realizing I can't get in the garage because I forgot my keys or badge, and then having to drive all the way home to get them and then driving back to work is so embarrassing and unnecessary in a modern world where you can get your keys implanted in your hand. So that's what I did. So we're planting a microchip that has an NFC and RFID chip inside of it. Well, you want to open up that space where the chip is going to be inside, right?
So yeah, with this, with
the needle. Yeah.
Okay. Hey man, here we go. You want to watch? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Still good. Look at that, man. You're a tough guy.
All right, skillfully done. These chips are not fundamentally different than the ones you put into your pets. When you put them up to a reader, it sends the chip a little drop of power, and then the chip sends back an ID number. An important thing to note here is that the chip does not store any personal data.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there for a second. This goofy motherfucker right here, all right, just showed you him getting implanted with the mark of the beast. And they're making it seem like it's just not a big deal, man. This is how they're gonna market it and fool a lot of people out here, man. They're gonna make it seem like it's not a big deal. You just getting the chip in your hand. It's not painful. It's the size of a grain of rice. It's easy, quick, and safe. All right, we know better, man. This damn devil is the ultimate deceiver. All right, you see what I'm saying? They're trying to market it to you under the guise of convenience. You won't never have to worry about your keys being lost, your ID being lost. All your information, all your valuable information will be stored on the chip, and that's all you're gonna need. You're not gonna need social security cards or credit cards. You have to worry about that getting stolen from you or being hacked. It'll be the safest way to identify yourself and to make transactions. This is what they're, bringing forth, man. As far as the hand, implantable hand chip, which is what the majority of people are going to take, right? The brain chip is more invasive, and a lot of people are probably going to, decline that, but like I said, the majority of people are going to take the RFID microchip in their hand, all right? We're showing you, man. It's right here in your face. The Bible already warned you about this, man. You receive this mark, or you get duped into receiving this shit, you're gonna die. All right, point blank, period, man. Matter of fact, man, let's get that, man. I gotta get that Revelation 14. We'll come back. So here we have it pulled up in the Blue Letter Bible, Revelation chapter 14. I'm gonna jump down to the point here, verse 9. Okay, look, what does it say? The title says right here: Doom for worshipers of the beast. All right. When you receive that mark, you're indicating that you're down with Esau's system, man. You want to be a part of his satanic beast system. That's what you're saying, essentially. Instead of trusting in Yahweh Bashmi Awashad. You Israelites that receive this mark, your judgment is written right here. Verse 9. Now, I'm going to highlight it real quick. Hold on. So let's get into it. All right. So Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Now that's alluding to the thermonuclear destruction that's coming very soon. Because look, all these end time prophecies are happening simultaneously, man. This is why you got to be paying attention. It's going to catch the majority of people off guard. All right. Those who receive the RFID microchip, all right, you see, you're going to be tormented by fire, man. All right. Here in America, Babylon the Great, you know, you're not going to escape if you receive this mark, man. You're not going to have a chance of salvation, because the only way out of here, all right, is by way of the Lord saving you, man. By the Lord showing up in the chariots, or Yahweh Shai coming back with the host of heaven as he's prophesied to return. All right. It's not going to be an alien invasion. It's going to be Yahweh Shai coming back with the angels, man. He's going to call up his elect, those who have not received the mark, to be whisked away from the thermonuclear destruction that's coming very soon in World War III, man. They all tie in together. All right. All the prophecies in the end, they tie in together, and they're happening at the same time, man. All right. So those who receive the mark, you're going to be partakers of the second death, man, which is that fire, man. All right. And also the angels are going to be, you know, getting down on people as well, man. Those so-called UFOs are the vehicles of the angels, and they're coming back with Yahweh Shai to do damage to those who are opposed to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So even you Israelites that are in other countries that take the RFID microchip, hey, the Lord can have the angels zap your ass, man. All right. Yeah, man. Because right now they're looking, you know, at these UFOs and these chariots. All right. You know, Esau has been looking at them, and, you know, even regular people are seeing them. Right now, they just appear as, you know, in different forms, you know what I'm saying? Mostly like, you know, lights in the sky and whatnot. But eventually, they're going to be showing themselves, man, and getting down and getting active, man, doing damage. Okay, that's what's coming. So that's the reward of those who receive this mark, man. The Lord going to pour his anger out upon your ass, man. All right. Verse 11, it says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. Meaning that's going to be your shame. You know what I'm saying? You know, those of you that receive this mark, you're going to always know that you're one of the ones that received the mark of the beast and were destroyed, man. All right. And we don't want that on our on our conscience, man. You see, the elect are not going to have that, you know, on their record, so to speak. But anyway, it says, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. You see, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai. Because those who have the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, they're going to reject the mark of the beast. And Esau's going to make it so crazy in society. Like I said, they're going to be begging for that mark, man. They're anticipating some kind of crazy black swan event to happen very soon to collapse society and to bring forth their new system, man. To do away with the old system, all right, of cash and debit cards and all that and phone payments, to bring forth the system in which you have to have an implantable microchip to identify yourself. All right, they've been talking about different T to the terrorist attacks being carried out here in the near future. All right. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find that clip that I saw in regards to that, man. Hold on one second. But yeah, man, this thing is happening, man. And that mark is a physical mark. Let's get into it real quick before we go to that clip. Hold on. Let's get into that word, mark right here, for edification purposes, man. So you can't say that you have not been warned, man. All right. Yeah, guys that they're talking about, oh, it's a spiritual mark. It's not a real physical device. Well, let's see what it says here in the Greek. All right. Let me see. The word mark. Here it is. All right.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
As we say, charagma. All right. Tomato, tomato. But check it out, man. It says a stamp and imprinted mark is physical, man. Of the mark stamped on the forehead. It's not on, it's in. All right. But the mark stamped in the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. Now we know that the Antichrist is talking about the anti-Messiah. All right. And it's not just one guy. Christian church tells you that there's going to be some guy that just pops up and he's the Antichrist. Nah, man. There's many anti-Messiahs, man, as the scriptures tell us. All right. And that means all those who are opposed to the order of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Many of our people are anti-messiahs, man. That buck up against this truth. They want America to continue on. You're an anti-messiah. When you take that chip, you're showing that you are in allegiance to Esau, man, who is opposed to Yahweh Shemiyah. He's the main anti-messiah, man. All right. The mark branded upon horses. And in that clip you saw, he mentioned how animals and pets were being chipped. They've been doing that forever. All right. To do what? To track them. All right. You see, what do you think is going to happen to your ass if you receive this mark? You're going to be tracked. All right. You see what I'm saying? All right. So that's the point, man. The carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. They're going to make that mark an idol, man. All right. Because anything you put above Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it's an idol. All right. And the Lord clearly warns us against this. So those who receive it, you're partaking in idolatry, man. You're idolizing Esau and his system. You're idolizing the beast system. Okay. So yeah, it's a physical thing. It says a scratch or etching, i.e. stamp, as a badge of servitude. You're saying that you want to serve Esau, man. You want to be his slave instead of serving Yahweh Shemiyah Shah, the creator of all energy and existence, which is absurd. It says, or sculpted figure, graven mark. So it's physical, man. It's physical. Right here. All right, so here's a clip that I want to share with you. All right, fair use, fair use. It's for educational purposes only. All right, fair use. I'm not making any money off of this. This is from the channel The Angry Prepper. Probably heard of this guy, but anyway, here's a video that he just posted, recently, and it says 1 week into chaos, New Year's Eve canceled. So people are anticipating some kind of crazy event to happen. All right, and people are canceling New Year's Eve events all over the world, man. But let's check it out, man.
There is 1 week until chaos. All right, guys, so this is a bit of a heads up video, yet another one, where supposedly a lot of countries are not doing or celebrating New Year's Eve, or rather they're not having crowds gather up for their New Year's Eve extravaganzas, right? So a lot of places like France, for example, is one of them. I think England's another. Australia canceled theirs. So anywhere that they're doing a New Year's Eve event, like the big ones, like Times Square, they're canceling it. Except Times Square didn't cancel theirs. They're still holding theirs. And there's nearly 1 million people that attend that one downtown New York. So a lot of people are questioning why these events are being canceled. Now, supposedly they're being canceled because of the LA event that happened, or rather the arrest that happened with, I think, 4 suspects that were planning to plant devices at a New Year's event in California, I think Los Angeles, and they got caught by the FBI. That was a week ago. Then you had the Bondi Beach incident that also happened, a week and a half ago in Australia. So because of those 2 events, a lot of countries are now closing down or not having their New Year's event, but they will televise it. So there'll be no people there, but you can watch it on TV. Now this sounds very, very familiar with the Mr. 19 event, though even then with the Mr. 19 event, people still turned out and celebrated New Year's, but not as many. This one, they're cutting everybody out. So I'm under the suspicion, guys, that they're trying to move along with a lockdown in sort of a way. Not quite like the whole Mr. 19 event, but they're trying something different, and they're going to use terroristic actions as their reason for not having certain events throughout the rest of the year. I think 2026, there are going to be a lot of events that are going to be canceled because of so-called attacks on people. And a lot of...
So there you go, man. There you go. This guy right here, he's suspecting that they're doing this, to lock down society. And like I said, as a man, speaking as a man, I believe they're going to do some kind of crazy Black Swan event, all right? Similar to, the September 11 incident that took place a few years ago, what I'm talking about, where some towers fell down and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I believe they're gonna do something to top that, because that situation shut down everything, man, worldwide. All right. So they're looking to do something in the near future that's gonna shut down society, man, to bring forth what? The New World Order, man. This guy right here, Marine X, as you can see right here on the bottom, another guy doing a video saying urgent, why you only have 5 days left to prepare. They're expecting something to happen, man. All right. And we are as well, because we understand prophecy. All right. We don't know the exact time or date. Nothing might not happen on New Year's. It might be soon after that. But something's going to happen, man, because it's prophesied. Now, check this out, man. This is from whitehouse.gov. This is the official government website, right? And the brothers have been mentioning this. Elder Apostle Tahar, and as well as other elders have mentioned this right here. And I'm bringing it up for you to see. All right. This is whitehouse.gov, the official website, right? It says winning the 6G race. And we mentioned that's going to be the technology or the system or wavelength that they're going to use, all right, to connect the RFID microchips, all right, the mark of the beast, to their system, right? They need a faster system to implement this, New World Order. Now it says right here, subject winning the 6G race, because they're in competition with these other nations, right? It says check it out right here in section 1. It says I'll read right here. It says, by the authority vested in me as president by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, I hereby direct, section 1, purpose. The next generation of mobile communication network, 6G, will be foundational to the national security, foreign policy, and economic prosperity of the United States. The technology will play a pivotal role in the development and adoption of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, AI, robotics, and implantable technology. Man, hold on, bro. Hold on. And implantable technologies. I wonder what that could be. The mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, the implantable RFID microchip is here, man. This is recent, man. All right. Right here. No excuses, man. 6G will also provide faster, more resilient, and more secure communication networks that can be utilized for national security and public safety purposes. Right. So they're going to say that in order to, ensure everybody's safety, we can, to ensure that we can identify everybody properly and accurately, we're going to do away with ID cards, because those can be faked. People make fake IDs all the time. All right. They're going to say we're going to have to have this implantable microchip to secure your identity, to make sure that you're not a terrorist. All right. This is what they're going to do, man, to ensure your safety. All right. We're going to have everybody take this technology, man. It's right here in your face, man. All right. So back to this video that we were watching earlier of this idiot that got this chip planted into him. Check it out.
An ID number. An important thing to note here is that the chip does not store any personal data. In the case of pets, it just stores an ID number, and that ID number can be looked up in a database to find the information about the pet's owner. In the case of this chip, it stores an ID number, and the reader will check that ID number against the database to see if I have access.
And also, this whole number, all right, these numbers that pop up in the system when you scan this chip, how do you know that the number 666 cannot be a part of that number right there, man? I'm pretty sure there's something involved with that, man, when it comes to these serial numbers on these RFID microchips. I'm pretty sure, that 666 number is tied into that. But let's play this.
And no, you can't be tracked from a chip like this. Triangulation and position estimation from the GPS network requires a significant amount of power. And sending the signal anywhere after that would require an even greater amount of power, and these chips don't even have a battery at all. The reality is
So this dude is lying to you. As Esau does, man. This dude's been put up to probably do this video. But anyway, look, man, they're gonna be able to track you with this chip, man. That's why they're bringing the 6G system online. They're upgrading the power. Come on, man. This came out 5 months ago.
depending on the receiver, they hardly even work from short distances. I got microchipped, and this... Dang. I got microchipped, and this is how to change your life by... I need to have my hand in contact with the device, and even then it has to be in a very specific orientation for it to work at all. So even if it did contain personal information,
which it does contain personal information. All right. The simple are going to be deceived, man, but the elect are not going to be deceived, man. But anyway, this shows you that there's flaws with the technology as well, man. There's going to be side effects, man. This is not medical information. This is not medical advice. This is prophecy, man. You can't trust your enemy. It tells you never to trust your enemy. You actually, man, people actually trust this devil so much that they're willing to put his technology inside of their body, man. Not considering the things that can happen for, for doing this. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept, man. Hold on. Check it out. Revelation 16 and verse 2. And the first went, right, the angel, and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. A grievous sore. All right, that's a side effect and a punishment for those who receive this technology in their body, because you're not supposed to have this technology in your body, man. Radiating all that, emitting all those radiations, coming from your body is going to cause an adverse effect. All right. And ultimately, it's Yahweh Bashim Shah punishing those who receive it, man. It's gonna be nasty, man. You're gonna know who received the mark when you see them developing this grievous sore, CANCER. All right, let's get this in the Blue Letter Bible real quick. So here we have that same scripture pulled up, as you can see, in the Blue Letter Bible. Now let's get into the words, man. The etymology. You got to get into the words, man, to understand the scriptures. Now, the Lord has provided us these tools, man. So let's go into it. All right. Let's get the Greek word for that sore, the grievous sore, right? Here it is right here.
Strong's G 1668, Helkos. Helkos.
Bam, Helkos, right? Now, what does it say? A wound, especially a wound producing a discharge pus, a sore, an ulcer. Look at that, man. That's what's going to develop on the bodies of those who receive this technology in their hand or in their head, man. And it tells you in the scriptures. We just telling you before it happens. You're going to have guys out there saying, well, I see guys that have the chip and ain't nothing happen to them. Watch, it's gonna happen. All right? It might take a while, but eventually it's going to happen, man. All right? Because it's right here in the scriptures, and we telling you before it happens. You cannot say that you have not been warned, man. A grievous sore will appear upon those who receive the mark, man. All right?
which it doesn't, it would be very difficult for anyone to access it without your explicit cooperation. House keys are much, much less secure than this. If anyone gets a hold of them, they can copy them. There's even been cases of people copying keys from photographs. Like in this paper where researchers at UCSD were able to copy a key from a 2-megapixel cell phone image captured on a Motorola A1200 from 2005. And even more concerning, they were able to copy a key using a camera mounted to a telescope from 200 feet away. So the chip in my hand certainly isn't 100% secure. Someone could cut my hand off and take it and copy it, but it's so much more secure than the common key. And if I ever move, the chip is infinitely reprogrammable. There are two ways to program the chip. One is enrollment, so if you own a lock, you can put your hand up to it and enroll your hand. Or you can go up to the front desk.
You can watch this video on your own time, man. You know, for time's sake, I'm gonna cut it short. But you see what's going on here, man. All right, the mark of the beast is here. They're trying to market it to you as a convenience. You know what I'm saying? So you won't have to worry about losing your keys and shit. Come on, man. There's no reason to die, man. There's no reason to be destroyed by the Almighty Yahweh Bashim Shai in that lake of fire, man. All right, which is here in America, Babylon the Great, but also other parts of the earth. For those who receive the mark, they will be judged, man. All right. So there it is, man. All right. I'm going to close with this right here. All right. I'm coming with a part 2, Lord willing, in regards to, other things concerning this topic, man. But this is Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. all right? The true prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai, looking like regular men on this earth, all right? They're here amongst you, all right? And we believe those prophets to be the men of Great Millstone, starting with the elder apostle Tahar on down, who have been warning you about this technology, warning you about these prophecies that are coming in the end times and are now manifesting, all right? It's going to be made known who the true prophets were, all right? In these last days, man, when all hell is breaking loose. It's being made known now for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. So this word is faithful and true, and the prophets of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai are speaking this word through the Holy Spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai in these last days. So with that being said, I'm in this lesson right here. I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who grew well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hey, Kwame Asharala in the Bible Bar. Shalom to the elect.